Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a curly trim at home. This is not a full-on curly haircut, but it will help a lot. So this is my hair with little to no product. All I have is some leave-in conditioner. My goal is to make my hair look fuller. I don't really want to put volume on top. I just want a fluid shape down here. My hair shape has grown out. As you can see, these are some things I want to correct. This side has more layering up here. This side doesn't. So even though I have my goal for my length and my shape, there are also some dead end pieces that I have to get rid of. So that's actually the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm using shears and clips to do this cut. I start by sectioning my hair in 3 sections. I put 2 sections in the front and tie up my back section. I don't make the sections too defined because right now I'm just trimming the ends. You can start on either side since we're just focusing on trimming the ends right now, and then you're going to take smaller sections in whichever section you're working in. I start off with curls that have a broken curl pattern. For instance, this one, it has a box shape and then the curl is spirally at the end, but it doesn't go with the rest of the piece of hair, so I'm just going to cut right on that box shape. So this curl doesn't necessarily have a broken curl pattern, but it's just way too dry and frizzy at the end, so I just cut off like those dry parts that are just way too frizzy. So I like to go in curl by curl rather than taking in chunks, because I think when people cut in chunks at home, when it's not done by someone else, it creates a lot of holes in your hair and a lot of unevenness. So just for the sake of my shape and everything, I go in curl by curl, and that's how I like to do it. Here's another example of a broken curl pattern. I understand that some of my curls are looser, but this just isn't a fluid curl, and I'm just gonna cut right where the pattern is broken, and yeah. So when you see a curl like this, you can kind of see how the frizz is moving upward on the curl and the pattern in the bottom is broken. So you just want to cut right there, like where all that is, you want that out, and you're gonna cut right above all the frizz and make it better. Keep in mind that I am cutting the ends section by section. I'm not doing it with all my hair at once, just to make sure I don't cut off too much hair. So with this curl, you can see the pattern is extremely broken. Some people like to keep these kind of curls. I really don't, because unless I see improvement, I feel like they're just ruining the rest of my hair, and like I always say, like the fluid motion of your curls. So I just get rid of them. Here's another example of a curl with a broken curl pattern. You can see the boxy shape, and I'm just going to cut right where that boxy shape is. And some people like to keep these, like I said before, and sometimes you do see improvement with them and you can get the nice spirally curl pattern back, but I haven't seen improvement with these pieces of my hair, so I just cut them. This right here, I'm pretty sure this is heat damage from diffusing, so I just get rid of these curls. The ones that are really stringy, they have to go. Another dry frizzy end that I'm just gonna clip and get rid of. So this curl is kind of important because it shows your whole curl can be ruined and still spiral at the bottom, but we're not going to cut the whole curl off. What I'm going to do is just cut the bottom off and hope that it fixes all of that damage on top. This type of damage comes from putting your hair up and just not enough moisture in the curl overall. I also am just going to cut all the frizz around the curl. It's kind of like trimming a tree. Here's an example of a healthy curl that's frizzing up a little bit, so I just trimmed the bottom a tiny bit. So here's a side-by-side example of a curl that just needs a tiny bit of trimming, which is the one on the right, and then one curl that needs to just be cut, which is the one on the left. So now I'm gonna tie up the front sections and split the back section in half like this. It doesn't have to be a really big split because, like I said, we're just doing the ends, and I'm just gonna do the same thing in the back of my hair. When it comes to the back of your hair, you really want to be careful of how much you cut off because you do not want an uneven line in the back of your hair. So now that I've trimmed all the ends I can see, I'm going to start working on my shape. Before I start my actual shape, I just go to the back of my hair and make sure that the back of my hair is even, just so I don't have to revisit this and I can work on my shape without worrying about messing up the bottom of my hair. I know y'all see that one curl sticking out, so I'm just gonna bring that to the front and trim about 1.5 inches off so it blends in with the rest of my hair. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want it to blend nicely because, like I keep saying, you want your curls to have a fluid motion. So now I'm gonna work on the profile view of my curls. For this part, you just want to take each curl that sticks out to you, that gives your hair that box shape. You just want to take those curls and round them out. So I like to do it one by one because, like I said before, when you take a bunch of curls at once, you can create a hole, and you can slowly see my curls rounding out and the shape rounding out because I just take any curls that stick out to me and that look like a point to me, and that's what will fix the shape when you just round those curls out. The key is to have your curls blend instead of having them stick out like a sore thumb basically in your hair. Like I said, one by one works best for me. Be sure to keep checking your profile view after you cut each curl because you don't want to take too much off and you don't want to create an even more boxy shape. Right now I'm just doing the curls in the front, but we will get to the back. And suddenly my box is rounded out. So this is how I get even volume on both sides. I create a triangle and I just tie that up. That's all the curls in the front, and now you can really see the curls underneath, and this is really where your shape and your volume comes from. So you just want to make the shape symmetrical by cutting one by one, your curls one by one, getting any curls that stick out and just clipping them off, and doing the same on each side to make sure that your sides are symmetrical, like I said. Remember, this is just a trim, so it's not going to be perfect and it doesn't have to be perfect. For the back part of my hair, I just take a circle in the back of the triangle that I created, and I make sure that those curls are an even horizontal line, and I cut whatever is sticking out of that horizontal line. As you can see, the back part of my hair was not affected. So with this triangle I created, I'm just going to make sure the front of my hair is even on both sides and do the horizontal line check again. Now I'm going to take both parts of my face frame around my face, and I'm just going to trim a little bit vertically to make sure that it's pretty much the same on both sides. Remember that you have more hair on one side and that your natural part may flip more hair on one side, so it doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. So I'm finished cutting, and now I'm gonna go do a treatment and style. And here are my results. Through these little clips, you'll see the rounded out shape I got and the fluid motion I was looking for, and of course my hair is looking fuller. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you, and if it did, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.